Hello, welcome to Rooted Souls Tarot. It's Wednesday, which can only mean one thing. It's midweek energy update. So I'm Lisa and this is my channel, Rooted Souls Tarot. It's lovely to have you here. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you are new here, then thank you so much. I'm so happy that you found me. Right, let's have a little bit of a look at this week's energy, the collective energy, your personal energy, whatever resonates with you. So we have the Ascended Masters deck here, Doreen Virtue. I thought we'd pick two cards and then we'll have a little bit of a look at them at the end. And then we'll go a little bit deeper with the Light Seers Tarot. We'll use those to have a little bit of a closer look. So, right, give them another bit of a shuffle. So I'm going to pick one and I'm going to pick two. Put them to one side and we'll look at those later. Right, so two cards to find our current energy. We'll have one and then we'll have a clarifier. I've got the Light Seers Tarot there. Let us see what the current energy of this week is. Okay. We have the Hanged Man. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so the current energy. The first thing that I notice about her hanging upside down on that tree, or from the tree of knowledge, the Hanged Man, is that she's not very steady. She's not grounded, she's not connected, she's just floating around there. And I think that's a little bit how we're feeling this week, the energy, how the energy feels. It feels like the shifting sands, like we're not quite, we can't quite guarantee what's going to happen next. And but you know, the other thing of the Hanged Man is looking at things from a different perspective. So I think this uncertainty, this instability is causing us to look at things from maybe a different perspective than we would have usually. Then we got the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like this is a new opportunity that we can nurture and grow, a new opportunity that's come from this instability, this uncertainty, this situation which is constantly evolving, and I think it's going to open up some new possibilities and potential things, good opportunities for us in the future. And I think it's all because we're looking at things from a completely different perspective. Okay, so what to release? What are we going to release this week as a collective and maybe on an individual level? One's thrown itself out. Oh, two's thrown itself out. So what to release? The Page of Cups we have there. And we've got the Judgment card as the clarifier. So releasing. The Page of Cups is very open-hearted. He's very open-hearted and he's very kind and very considerate. And he's just got this lovely young energy. Then we've got the Judgment card. The Judgment card is like a completely new rebirth. So I think this week, don't forget pages, they're very young energy. They're quite innocent energy, a little bit naive, some may say. And so I think our naivety is something that we are going to be releasing this week. I think our innocence is something that we're going to be releasing this week, because I feel like there's some truths that are going to be coming out over the next week or so that are going to really shift the way that we are thinking about things, that are going to cause us to have a complete rebirth. We're going to start off maybe the week as one thing and end the week in a completely different place internally, how we show up in the world, how we see the world, how we think about things. And I think so. What we need to release our naivety and our innocence, sadly, because that is always a good thing to have. I think there's some truths coming out this week. Right, what to focus on? Oops, I'm going to focus on checking my microphone's on, because I've already done this reading once with no microphone, which is never fun. It's quite annoying. Right, it's interestingly enough, similar cards coming out, which always sort of clarifies things, doesn't it? Right, so what to focus on? What do we need to put our energy into this week? What do we need to put where do our eyes need to be this week? Okay. Queen of Swords, the Devil. Okay, So our focus this week needs to be on paying attention to what's going on around us. The Queen of Swords, see, she's there, she's up on the top of the mountain. She's got a really clear view of everything around her. And she's, if you look at her face, she's very intent on looking out in front of her. The Queen of Swords is about seeing things clearer, and you know, the clouds in the traditional Rider-Waite, the clouds is gradually starting to clear, so she's finally beginning to see clarity. And I think this is the energy of what we need to focus on. We need to open our eyes. We need to use our knowledge, our brain, and really absorb everything that's going on around us so that we can have a clearer view moving forwards. We've got the Devil card there, and obviously the Devil is lower vibrational energy. So I think it'd be very easy to fall into that lower vibrational energy this week, if you know, especially if you know, predisposed to feeling sort of quite low. I think it's really important this week that yes, we are aware of what's going on around us, but also we need to actively work in keeping our vibration at a high rate. So however that works for you. Whether that's getting out in nature, that's number one always for me, to lift my vibration. Having a nice bath, cooking something really healthy and high vibrational for yourself. Going out with friends, having a laugh, having a giggle, dancing around the house. However you lift your vibration, however you can lift your energy, this week is a really good week to do that. And just to be proactive in keeping that higher, those good vibes. It's important this week, yeah. And it might be a little bit harder for some, but it's something that's important that you need to do. Whether that is connecting with your spiritual practice, I think connecting with yourself and connecting with that practice, however that looks for you. Whether that's yoga, whether that's meditation, whether that's nature, whether that's a place of worship. I think that's going to be really important to keep that vibe high this week. Okay, so support from spirit, support from the universe, support from whoever it is that you look to. You know, those people up there, that energy up there, or those people up there, depending, you know, if you that's your thing. Right. So, what support are we getting this week? Oops. A little bit more of a shuffle. Apparently I'm a very loud shuffler, I'm really sorry, I do apologise. Right, the Two of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So what support are we going to get this week? I think there's some choices, some difficult choices that have got to be made this week as a collective and on an individual level. And I think you are getting the support to make the right choice. The support to make what may feel like an emotional choice, an emotionally charged choice, a very overwhelming or really difficult decision. You're going to have a little bit of a helping hand in making that decision. It may well involve hopes and dreams that you've got for yourself, some things that you have been, some dreams that you've maybe been wanting to bring into reality, something that we've been wanting as a collective for ourselves. I think there's going to be some choices that have got to be made that are going to help bring that dream down to earth, into reality. And you're going to have some help, some support. You know, your support team up there are going to be giving you a little bit of a helping hand to make these choices and really put the energy into bringing this dream into fruition. Okay, so the energy outcome. What's going to be the outcome of this energy this week? Oops. Let's try and put those the right way. What is the outcome of the energy this week? The High Priestess. The Tower. I'm going to have one more. The Empress. Okay. I really feel that this week there's going to be some shifts. We're back to the Tower card. I've got the Tower at the end here. I feel like there's going to be a big shift. Like I say, I feel like it's shifting sands this week. But connecting with ourself, connecting with the light, connecting with our intuition is going to help us this week, connecting to our spiritual self and really using that divine knowledge that you have inside of you to help you to move forward in the best possible way this week. I think your connection to yourself, your groundedness is going to be imperative this week. Like I say, we've got the Tower changes, something coming in and clearing space for something new and better to come in, a shift, a change, one that's completely unexpected, one that comes out of nowhere. And I think we've got the Empress I pulled out as an extra one. The Empress, she's literally birthing a new world there. She's got the world is her belly, her pregnant belly, and I think it's the beginning, going to be the beginning of a new world. And whether this is the next 7 days or even up to the next 10 days, I feel like this shift, this big shift that's going to come in, and it's going to give us the opportunity to create the life, the world, the way forwards, the way that we want to. Really interesting energy this week. Right, let's have a little bit of a look at these two cards I picked. Oh, right. I'm going to go with Osiris. Father, husband, brother, son. Male energy, yang energy feels quite important this week. So whether that is a collective energy, somebody that is male, that has got that very yang energy, that very action energy, that very fiery moving forwards energy, that is going to be a part of the week, the way that the energy is playing out this week. Whether that is the case, or whether this is for you on a personal level, that male energy within your life is going to be important for you on a personal note. Moving forward throughout the week, they're going to dictate the energy of the week, I think. Then we've got Amaterasu, coming out of the closet. I think there's going to be some truths. Somebody's going to be shoved out that closet with force. I think there's going to be some truths, some honesty, and some truths coming out. Unexpected. Potentially that Tower moment, that shifting sands, some truth, some deep truth that I think has been suppressed for a long time, and I think that may well be the Tower card. So it'd be interesting to see. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know with an emoji if this energy, how you feel this week. If you can't put it into words, let me know in an emoji. If you like the reading, thumbs up's always very welcome, and it'd be really lovely if you want to be part of the little community that I'm trying to build. Subscribe, it's absolutely free. Just press that subscribe button and don't forget to press the notification bell, because it means that you won't miss out on any of your readings in the future. Right, I'm going to leave it at that even. And I hope to catch up with you again, maybe at the weekend. I've got a message from your higher self is Saturday's reading, and then we've got a pick a card reading every Sunday. So yeah, let me know what you think about any of those as well. It'd be really lovely if you joined me. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Stay rooted, stay open, and most of all, stay magical. Right, I'll see you very soon.